We'll call to order the Hamilton County Board of Commissioners for a meeting of Monday, March 23, 2026. Let the record reflect we have a quorum of all three members in person. Next item is Pledge of Allegiance. Andrew, would you lead us, please?
Absolutely. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And our next item of business is an employee recognition. Janice Van Meter has been with our health department for 32 years and has served us faithfully and has definitely kept us in line with healthcare responsibilities and the department. We thank her very, very much and would like to recognize her for years of service and congratulate her on her retirement.
Commissioners, I just want to take a quick moment. Thank you, Director Hubbs, for letting me jump in where I think he normally says this, but I wanted to thank you for the opportunity to take a few minutes to thank Janice. On March 31st, 2026, Ms. Van Meter will celebrate her retirement of more than 32 years of extraordinary service. Her journey with the health department began as a public health nurse, and through her exceptional leadership, dedication, and expertise, she has risen to the director of nursing position for the health department. She's definitely been admired, deep knowledge, steadfast guidance, and unwavering commitment to excellence. Throughout her remarkable tenure, Ms. Van Meter has contributed immeasurably to the health and well-being of Hamilton County. With over 66,000 hours of service, she has shown unmatched compassion and heartfelt dedication to improving the lives of our employees and citizens. Her impact will continue to be felt for years. So with you as well, we'd like to thank Ms. Van Meter for her incredible service and her legacy that she leaves behind. Your retirement is truly earned. We celebrate this milestone in gratitude and admiration and our warmest wishes for that wonderful adventure ahead. So you will be greatly missed, and we also all say congratulations and this exciting new chapter.
So how many people have you poked with me on?
I was going to make a statement about that, but I'm not going to miss that part of it.
I was gonna photobomb you when they do that for you.
It's your special retirement. Oh,
That's your special.
thank you.
They won't let me go to the city, but I guess
You know, the health, we help a lot of people, but that health department makes a huge difference. Next item is approval of the 3/9/26 Board of Commissioners meeting. I do have a correction on page 5.
your executive session, did you?
I'm doing this one first, so she can make the correction.
Oh, okay.
On page 5, the enterprise was not adopted unanimously.
You're right, it was not.
Okay,
No,
thank you.
Correction there.
If you'd make that before we do the next one. Approval of exec session memoranda of today.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then we have the amended board minutes of 3/9/26.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
We have a bid opening. Resurface contract 26-01, various roads in Jackson Township. Have all the vendors provided their bids that are interested in bidding? Because we will close that and open bids. And where are they?
You ready?
Yeah.
Seven of them. All right, the first bid packet is from Calumet. They acknowledge receipt of the addendum. Their financial information, non-inclusion affidavit are all included. Are there any alternates on this, Joel?
No alternates?
No alternates. Their bid, $3,649,000. Next bid packet.
What was the bid, Mike?
$3,649,000.
649,000.
3,649,000.
3649. All right, the next bid packet is from Milestone. They acknowledge receipt of the addendum, their financial statements, non-collusion affidavit, Form 96 are all included. Their bid. Make sure we're on the same project. $3,875,050. The next bid packet is from E&B. They acknowledge receipt of the addendum, their Form 96, non-collusion affidavit are all included. Their bid, $3,236,490.35. The next bid packet is from DC Construction Services from Pendleton. They acknowledge receipt of the addendum. Their Form 96 is included. And they include their bid bond. Their bid, $3,689,252.75. The next bid packet is from Gallagher. Their Form 96, acknowledgement of addendum, non-collusion affidavit are all included. If I did not say bid bond, that is also included. Their bid, $3,744,222.51. The next bid packet is from Reith Riley. They acknowledge receipt of the addendum, their bid bond, non-collusion affidavit, Form 96 are all included.
Where did you get that?
Their bid, $3,513,000. The next bid packet is from Midwest Paving. They acknowledge receipt of the addendum, their Form 96 and non-collusion affidavit are all included, as well as the bid bond. Their bid, $3,584,969.69. For all of you that are out there, the fact that I did not mention the itemized items, the included items on each one, does not mean they weren't included. It just means we didn't want to be here all afternoon. With that, are there any persons that know of any other bids that should have been read on this? None appearing, recommend they be referred to the Highway Department for review and recommendation
At a future meeting.
at a future meeting.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
And I want to thank all the vendors that submitted bids. We appreciate the competition.
And by the way, I don't know that I've ever read any with that close and that competitive.
No.
Yeah, it was very competitive.
And with the oil prices, good luck.
Yeah, it may be a gift you know. Highway business.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
My first item today is a bond to accept. Letter dated March 23rd, 2026. We recommend accepting this bond.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Next item, I have several items fall under agreements and supplements. I have 4, and these are all service maintenance agreements. And legal has vetted these. We worked through legal for these, so. The first is with AGN Glass.
So moved.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The next agreement's with Bauer Built.
Motion to approve.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next agreement is with Fluid Waste Services, Inc.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And the last one is with West Side Tractor Sales.
So moved.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Look at it. It's on.
Next item is a request permission to advertise. And this is for a multi-bridge rehab project. We originally bid this sometime late last year and we did not get any bidders. So this permission to advertise is for an opening of April 27th. And this will be our first contract where we will use OpenGov. This may have been our last public reading of bids. So it all goes well.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
What do you mean, we won't have open reading of bids?
Well, we won't read them like we did this time. It'll be on the computer, and it'll be all read off of.
We don't get to open envelopes.
Yes.
Correct.
Well, half the fun will be gone.
I know, we like watching Mike fumble.
I know. Well,
Yeah.
We did it for the airport authority, and I didn't do anything, just sat there and read them off the computer.
and Open Gov will verify that you have all the bonds, all the,
Yeah, they can't, I don't believe they can submit unless that stuff is included.
We've been working with Nick Dawson to get this there, so he's been a big help.
very good.
Looking forward to
Well, I
it.
sat through the first meeting, I didn't know it got that interesting afterwards.
My next item is request for road closure. This is requesting to close Cynthia Road south of Strawtown Avenues for Bridge 130. Cynthia Road over Dyers Creek, closing April 1st, and it will be closed for 150 days, and it'll get us to the end of August.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
That's all I have. I think Brad has maybe an item or two.
I just have one item. At that time of the year, which I tend to dread sometimes, but we have to think about winter of next year already, and procurement of salt. And as we've traditionally done, we, together with all the cities and towns, come up with a group quantity, and then we use that for pricing. This year, however, we've met twice as a group, most recently Friday, and our decision this year was to go a different way. So what we're recommending that we do, everybody will do their own thing, but we'll jump on the state's QPA. In the last several years, there's been a bigger price favorability going on the state QPA, and everybody can do their own thing, pick out what they want to procure, whether treated salt or white salt, whatever. And so I'm in agreement. I think that's probably the way we need to go. I think we'll get better prices, and we'll end up probably with the very same vendor, very same trucking company, because they kind of lock this area up at that time. So my recommendation to you is to allow us to join the state's QPA for roadway salt. We have a very short window until Friday to actually get on that group with them. And so that's my recommendation.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Next item is court administration. Jill Ackland.
Hello, good afternoon. We have a meal authorization for a judges meeting with ISS. It was outside of our normal judges meeting time, and it's for $78.40.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Community corrections. Kevin Mulrooney.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
We're here today to request your approval and support to submit our 2027 DOC grant applications for our work release and electronic monitoring programs. The work release grant, we were requesting $1,838,662. Electronic monitoring, we were requesting $702,580. These applications are consistent with the applications we've submitted over the past several years and were approved by our advisory board at the most recent meeting. While we are anticipating a reduction potentially in available DOC funding, we won't know the full scope of that impact until the award announcement letters are released. Right now, it's scheduled until the end of June. So internally, we're making some steps internally to mitigate some of those impacts. to make sure we can kind of stave off any issues and maintain our program stability. So with that, if there's any questions, we're respectfully requesting your approval to proceed with submitting our grant applications.
So move.
Second.
Discussion. Unfortunately, when you say mitigate, it'll probably be reduction in service? Or are you able to accommodate without?
Without a reduction in services.
Okay, that's good. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
ISSD, Chris Mertens.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're still working on a new name. We've got actually tied when I put out a vote for like 6 choices. So we're going to have to decide between 2 now. I got several things on the agenda today. The first one is a UKG Telestaff contract amendment. Because the Sheriff's Office is moving to pay scheduling, we were able to reduce the count of licenses needed for UKG Telestaff. So that's just an acknowledgement of that reduction.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
The next item is a quote for Crown Castle Dark Fiber Agreement. This is what we've discussed, a 1-year agreement with them until we can get the fiber ring within Noblesville City built to connect
Move
our
approval.
buildings.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
The next item is a project we've had planned that's been discussed with the ISS board meeting. It's a switch refresh for the Sheriff's Office complex, or the public safety complex. We wanted to move a little quicker than anticipated on purchasing these switches because of the price increases we're seeing.
And you're also doing that for the Aspire building?
The Aspire building, we just needed some equipment for that building. That will be paid by Buildings and Grounds through that project. But yeah, that is equipment to connect that building for the offices that are moving there.
And this one's $531,350.
The switch refresh for the public safety campus.
Make a motion to approve items 3 and 4.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The next one is a request approval to publish an RFP to build the fiber ring here in the city, connecting the county buildings.
So move.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
And then the last one is a cancellation of Aumentum Technologies assessment software that is currently used by the assessor's office. They have moved and transitioned or are transitioning to Xsoft for their assessment software. We have paid the support through this year, but we wanted to get that cancellation in so we don't have to pay that next year.
Sounds good.
So move.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did we approve the Comcast one? I don't think you Because did. I said you missed
Comcast,
4.
it's number 6, I don't think we approved.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because I said 3 and 4, and that was 5, so.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to
the
approve the
Comcast?
Oh,
Comcast.
yeah.
We already voted on that, did we not?
No.
No,
You
'cause I
did-
said
you did
3 and
4
4.
and you skipped 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that's the connectivity for that building, which will
Are
also
you
be
seconding?
Yes.
second.
All in favor?
Aye. Okay.
That'll be billed to the project as well.
Great, thank you.
Mr. Bethel?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
No.
Got a couple of Emergency Management Agency items for you. The first one is the 2025 Emergency Management Performance Grant Salary Reimbursement Agreement. That is the funding for salaries paid out of the grant, and that covers 3 partial salaries for the EMA personnel.
We like reimbursements, I make a motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The second one is a vendor contract with CESCO, and this is to complete a countywide hazardous materials commodity flow study. Basically, this is one of the necessary things for our overall grant process. This will be funded initially with LEPC funds, which will then be reimbursed with a previous grant approval that was in front of the board earlier this year. Everything's been reviewed, vendor, COI, procurement process, everything's been.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. This contract is the one I pulled because of intentional omissions by the vendor about material ownership, et cetera, which I've asked legal to review. I don't know if anyone got with EMA on that. I guess there's verbal assurances on ownership, but it's not within the contract documents.
Okay. So that's not in our current version that we have?
No, so what this vendor had said is the data that they're going to collect, they're going to remove all identifying information and just use it in the aggregate. That's something that we received via email, but you're correct, Commissioner, it's not in the contract itself.
You could amend your approval of that to incorporate the insurances that's subject to the assurances made in the noted email to cover us, and approve it now or wait until we get that within the documentation.
I don't want to wait.
Then,
Yeah.
would you move to amend your,
Yeah, I'll make a motion to amend my motion to accept the additional information in that contract,
and make it subject to?
subject to.
Okay, all in
Second.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And if it's
Thank
not
you.
acceptable to the vendor to have that incorporated, we will revisit.
No, I'm sorry, this one is.
Buildings and grounds.
You previously signed a contract doing certain projects outside of regular money. This is a bond project, Commissioners. You requested that I bring to you exactly what was being done. As requested, you wanted to ensure certain things were being accomplished, the drainage being key, 4-H cattle barn drainage, and the horse arena, those are being taken care of. This is just bringing this to you guys to show that that's what's being done.
So this is actually performing the work noted?
Correct.
Okay, wasn't real quick. Is there a motion?
So move.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Community Development Block Grant, Michelle Westramier.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Today I have several items for you. The first item for your review, approval, and signature by the President would be the CDBG Program Year 2017 Closeout Certification. By executing the 2 documents from HUD, that just certifies that we have spent all of the money that they had allotted, and obviously spent it on eligible items. So, any questions? Let me know.
Any question?
No, motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Right. Second item is a funding request from the City of Fishers. I do have one update correction to make on their requested amount. It was originally listed at $190,000. They are actually requesting $155,000, which was closer to what their project estimate cost was. The project is going to involve the installation of 22 ADA compliant ramps throughout the Eller Road neighborhoods, same area they've been working in, I think in their last 2
Yeah.
projects they've done. So it's basically a continuation of those projects.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And with that, our third item would be to approve the historic preservation, state historic preservation consultation and tribal consultation as part of the environmental review for that Fishers project. That involves us sending, documentation we have come up with pertaining to the environmental review, send that both to the State Historic Office for their review and response, as well as to the interested tribal parties in the area. So that requires a 30-day consultation response timeframe.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The fourth item, another environmental review. This would be the environmental review we conducted for the Community Land Trust, establishing that as an organization. The determination is that it's going to have no impact on anything. It's basically administrative work, so.
Is that our land
Yes,
trust?
yes, you're right, yeah, so.
Okay.
So this is basically completing that, signing off on the determination, and then requesting to HUD the release of funds.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And item number 5, similar to the previous, we're doing a tiered review, environmental review for the home repair program. So this is more of the broad review of what those actions might be, and then we'll have a more detailed reviews to conduct on each specific site location. So this is, determination of no impact on the items we were required to look at.
So move.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Question on that one.
Yes.
On the home improvement, is there an existing list of homes that have applied for work?
We have gotten a couple folks have reached out to us with interest about the program. At the time, since we didn't really have anything up and running, I've taken their names down. We have recently been contacted by one of the trustees' offices as well, but we don't have an active full list of people. But we will start to reach out to the trustees and supportive service organizations as
You
well.
know who does a great job at that is Crossroads Church.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
they have people here for a whole week. And they, literally help over 100 homes. And bring people from all out of state. And they stay typically over in the Westfield area, but they make a huge impact and they're all in Hamilton County.
Wonderful, I'll have to.
Do you know if they have any activities scheduled in the next month or so?
I believe so.
Well,
Yeah,
we have unspent funds that we might be able to place with them, at least for materials, et cetera, that need to be expended promptly. So maybe we could figure that out for the next meeting.
Yeah, Eric Lohe, I can get you his contact, but
Okay,
yeah,
that would be great.
it's amazing what they do every year.
Okay.
And with that, I'll make a motion to approve.
You already did.
Yeah.
Already did? Okay.
We
all
still
right.
have one more.
We still have one more.
All right, the last item, kind of along the same topic, just update you guys on the RFQs and RFP that we had published. Unfortunately, we got no responses. Honestly, can't say I'm surprised by that. But we have been compiling, for now, we've been compiling a list of potential contractors, HVAC contractors, plumbing contractors, that type. And considering the small scale of the projects we're wanting to tackle at first, we feel we can do the construction management aspect of it in-house and have no issue with that.
Well, this would be like one-offs where you'd contract with Fred's Air Conditioning and they'd go out and do that. Again, that might be a source of
Yeah.
utilization
Yeah,
that we could make a bigger impact.
yeah.
You might check with Shepherd Center
Yes.
to see what seniors need some help with.
Yeah, they're definitely top of our list.
Okay,
to
good.
contact.
Good.
Okay, and that is all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner Committee reports.
I have none.
No, I don't have anything out there. Attorney. He's got a lot.
Oh. So the first item that I have is resolution number 323-261, which is a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of Hamilton County declaring its official intent to reimburse expenditures related to the 146th Street and Hazeldale Bridge project.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
The second item for your review, approval, and signature is termination agreement. This is terminating an agreement we had for the administration of emergency rental assistance funds, which we have received as grants from the federal government.
Yeah, motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's all from me. Thank you.
Well, you didn't have a whole lot.
Wow,
They were just
geez.
long.
This is your chance to
I
shine
know.
without
Moving on. Director of Administration.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. I'll rival the TSA line today with my agenda. First one for your consideration, introducing for your review, approval, and signatures, disbursement request number 49 totaling $16,195.28 to Wessler Engineering for Phase 2 water and wastewater system improvements, engineering services.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item number 2, introducing on behalf of Buildings and Grounds Department an addendum between Hamilton County and GKM Property Services Incorporated, not to exceed $27,990 for landscape services provided to the historic courthouse and jail through February 28th of 2029. This addendum has been reviewed by the legal departments, recommended for approval.
So moved.
Second.
A discussion on that. When I looked at the contract, it looked like it was just through the end of '26. Could you explain how that works, please?
We requested a 3-year contract, year to year on that, so it'll come back to you each time.
But is it a fixed amount for 3 years?
Correct. So it's, each year it's that dollar amount, not to exceed, that will come to us. We have changes within, we have changes that will come each year, like the upgrades to the front of this building, right, as we're doing that.
Right.
Those will be additional costs on top of that.
Okay, so you feel comfortable
Yep.
they'll adhere to our commitment?
Yep. We've sat down, had a long talk over it.
Okey dokey. All in favor?
Aye. By the way, they do a great job, too.
We're very happy with their landscape.
Good.
Item number 3, similar addendum, introducing on behalf of Buildings and Grounds an addendum for Hamilton County between Hamilton County and GKM Property Services Incorporated, not to exceed $44,625 for landscape services provided at the County Judicial Center, parking lot, and parking garage through February 28th of 2029.
Same deal?
Yeah,
Second.
same deal. It only went up almost 1% over last year, so
Okay.
we're right on the ballpark.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Item number 5, introducing for review, approval, and signatures an event application submitted by the Hamilton County Historical Society requesting approval to utilize the old courthouse to host the Buzz on the Square Festival on Friday, February 5th and Saturday, June 6th of this year. This application's been reviewed by Buildings and Grounds, recommended for approval.
So moved.
Say, tell me again what they're wanting to do?
That's the same thing.
It is they're going to title it the Buzz on the Square Festival for the Historical Society.
And they want to use the courthouse?
The square, the whorehouse.
Oh, just, okay.
Yes, and it's all
Second.
identified in the map.
Second, discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
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 I accidentally skipped number 4. Introducing for item number 4 for your review, approval, and authorization is to, it's a DocuSign document, so if you approve it, we can get it DocuSigned. A sales order permitting the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office to utilize the Ford Pro telematics software on their fleet of Ford vehicles, which includes GPS tracking, route and trip history, driving behavior, and fuel usage, idling, and waste. This sales order is at no cost to the county and is included with the vehicles as part of the lease program if you approve it.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just one. I'll docu-sign it, just one sign.
Item number 6, introducing for review, approval, and signature is an event application submitted by the Hamilton County Artist Association requesting approval to utilize the old courthouse square to host the Art Fair of the Square event on Saturday, May 9th. This application's been reviewed by Buildings and Ground and recommended for approval.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item number 7, introducing for your review, approval, and signature is an event application submitted by the Noblesville Main Street Organization requesting approval to utilize the Logan Street Bridge on Saturday, May 30th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the Duck Race event. This application's been reviewed by Buildings and Grounds, recommended for approval.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item number 8, introducing for your review, approval, and signature is an event application submitted by Noblesville and Main Street Organization requesting approval to utilize the northwest corner of the old historic courthouse on Thursdays, May 14th, June 11th, July 9th, and August 13th for the annual music and all jazz event be held on those dates from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's recommended for approval by Buildings and Grounds.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Jeez, I'm starting to forget.
You're making more than this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of ink.
I got an extra
You
pen.
thought it was funny when I had to sign all those things last year.
I remember.
Item number 9, requesting permission to send official notification to 2 county employees who have been reported to us on the certified delinquent tax report by the county treasurer's office.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just an FYI on the signature.
Yeah. Meant to say something. Sorry, Brad. Yeah. Give me a heads up. Yeah. Get that nasty letter from the
Item number 10, introducing for your review, approval, and signature on behalf of Hamilton County Emergency Operations is a master agreement pricing quote between Hamilton County and People Driven Technology to establish pricing for information technology servers and data storage at both the Presley Drive and Forward Drive 911 PSAP sites. This quote totals $109,995 and will be paid from PSAP lit funding if you approve.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. There's several of those agreements that looked like they were for the same thing. Because they
I
all
think
had
Crit-
kind of the same explanation.
Yeah, I think they were for a couple of different sites though, what they're good.
So what's on Mike's agenda, I talked to Steve last week late about this. The quotes for this equipment vendors are only keeping those quotes good for 7 to 14 days, and we're seeing significant price increases. And so these servers are for the new 911 facility and the Ford Drive facility, both servers and storage. And my recommendation is to buy those now, even though we're not quite ready for them, because we're seeing significant price increases.
Okay, but there must be multiple vendors for the same kind of equipment? Because the description was almost identical for the same sites.
Yes, so like, for example, the switch refresh came from People Driven Technology, network equipment. We're getting the servers, or the storage is also coming from People Driven Technology, so yes, it's the same vendor.
So it's just some consistency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. But they're all different amounts for the same purpose and the
Yeah,
same location?
correct.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
but
wanted to make
I
sure.
definitely understand why
Separated
you're
out.
doing what you're doing.
No,
because
it-
I'm seeing in the market,
Yeah.
the pricing going through the roof,
Yep.
so.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we got it carried with that.
Yeah.
Item number 11, introducing for your review, approval, and signature on behalf of Hamilton County Emergency Operations, a master agreement pricing quote between Hamilton County and People Driven Technology to establish pricing for technology servers and data storage at both the Presley Drive and Ford Drive PSAP locations. The quote totals $131,763, and if approved, to be paid out PSAP lit.
So moved.
Second, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Can't park.
Item number 12, introducing for review, approval, and signature on behalf of Hamilton County Emergency Operations is a master agreement pricing quote between Hamilton County and Electronic Strategies Incorporated to establish pricing for the information technology servers and data storage at both the Presley Drive and Ford Drive 911 PSAP sites. This quote totals $256,320.90 if approved, to be paid out PSAP lit.
Motion to approve.
Second, discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item number 11, requesting your approval to begin the bidding process for the 2026-2027 boat storage at the Hamilton County Fairgrounds. The 4-H Buildings and Grounds Committee met, and they set the minimum bid this year to begin at $35,000. Requesting your permission to proceed with that process.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Introducing item number 14 for your approval and signature is a proclamation announcing that from April 12th through April 18th be declared as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week, recognizing the outstanding work of the Hamilton County 911 dispatchers and their dedication to the citizens of the county. If you approve, the auditor's office will have it drafted up on a formal document and signed, so we can introduce to them.
It's in front of you.
Second.
It's in front of you.
Discussion?
It's in the folder.
All in favor?
No more, I have it here.
Aye.
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 We're that good, Mike.
Buried in my seat.
Good job, Todd.
She said auditor's office. Were you not listening? Go back into the recording.
Sorry.
Item number 15, introducing for your review approval signature is a meal authorization request for $207.85. We provided a working lunch for the county GRAC committee this past week. So if you approve, we can get that
Motion to
process.
approve.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next item up, introducing for your review, approval, and signature ordinance number 323-2602. It's an ordinance from the Hamilton County Board of Commissioners enacting the employee handbook, the manager handbook, and the GRC manual with addendums A, B, and C are included in the ordinance. If you approve, we'll get that process through HR and put out.
So move.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next item is just an announcement for public record announcing, as was already declared in a news release, that the Hamilton County Soil and Water Conservation District's been awarded $100,000 through the Clean Water Indiana grant through the Indiana Department of Agriculture to support invasive species management across all of Hamilton County. So,
It's great stuff.
Wonderful.
last but certainly not least, Miss Beth Gilhausen is in the crowd. Beth, are you here? Come on up, Beth. I just want to bring it to the commissioner's attention, everybody in the crowd. Beth is retiring. She's been the executive director of Hamilton County Meals on Wheels for 15 years. Prior to that, as you know, she worked for us in the county probation. She'll be greatly missed, all the support she's provided to the county over the years, and wanted to bring it to your attention as commissioners.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
It has truly been an honor to serve Hamilton County. I'm retiring, but I'm not going away. But then you all knew that, didn't you?
Well, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, you do so much for not only Meals on Wheels, but so many other organizations, especially in the not-for-profit world. So you're appreciated, and we all love what you do out in our community. You make it better.
I appreciate it.
You've
Thank
been
you
a
all.
true public servant.
And then keeping your husband as a deputy in community corrections.
That's a full-time job.
Full-time job, you do well with
I've
that.
been
too.
trying to shake him. Quite frankly, he keeps popping up. So I think he's going to be around for a couple more years at least. So, but thank you. I appreciate
Okay,
it.
thank you,
Beth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
TSA lines closed, I'm closed. Nothing further.
I thought you were on vacation in Hawaii or something. Where'd you get all the time to do all that?
No, I took a boat back.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
we just have one thing for disposal of two vehicles, a 2016 Tahoe with 91,000 miles, and the transmission repair is like 8,500. So we would like to sell that on Gov Deals or have it auctioned. And then a 2009 Crown Vic that was totaled out when it burned up many years ago. We've used it at the range for training, and we just want to scrap that at a scrap. So
It's a lovely
Does it have
vehicle. I
bullet
like
holes
the
in it,
picture.
John?
it has all kinds of things wrong with it. So
move approval.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
thank you.
Auditor's office. No more. No more, we can't sign anymore.
We ought to commend the auditor for getting his recognition for his outstanding service as an auditor too.
Yes.
Well, thank you. As I said earlier, it's a good thing the 37-year streak didn't stop in my first year. So
Headlines might have read different.
that's right. Very, very proud of the team. It's quite the achievement. So thank you. I do have for your approval and signatures. Sorry.
Thank you.
Clerk's monthly report.
So move.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Treasurer's monthly report.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Health Trust monthly expenditures.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Payroll claims.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
And vendor claims.
Move approval.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's all I have. Thank you.
I didn't start yelling roll call.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's nice to have the whole band back together,
It
isn't it?
What's
is.
that?
That's
Give me this.
that's the notice of
Oh, I got it.
That must have meant,
nothing.
Mr. Auditor, they missed me.
Yes, they did.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. She said.
All righty, so this concludes the portion of our meeting that's held in Commissioner's Courtroom. We will take a 5 to 10 minute recess and move back to the work session in Conference Room 1A. That is an open meeting also for anyone that would care to observe.